Welcome back to episode 7, where we're back in the animal park of Planet Zoo. So grateful to be back. It's been a week since we've released any content on Planet Zoo. And last week, a week from today, we did a live stream where we started building a building. And we finished that building this week, and I want to share that with you. We're just taking a look at those animals that we added last week, the wild beast and the zebra there in the background. And so let's go ahead and go over to the new building and take a look at it. You can kind of see glimpses of it there in the background. So let's go ahead and cut over to it. So here we are. You can see that the building is not where we started building it in the live stream. Originally it was right here where the excavators are now. Working on episode 8. So it was started right here, and there was kind of this plan that the building, the back side of it, would have like an open cage that the guest would be able to view off of this viewing platform. Well, it's moved over here, as you guys can see, and I think, or actually really like this building. This is probably one of my more favorite builds, and I've probably spent, when recording this, I've probably spent half an hour just watching the animals interact with the things I've built. Like I said, one of the big things about this build was going to be, it was going to have climbing aspects of the game that I've never played with since game release. So I was really excited to get in and build a climbable structure. So let's go ahead and jump in and explore the first. Alright, so this is the Western Chimpanzee. These guys are so much fun to walk and play, but they are so hard to record. This is my fourth take upon trying to get these guys to interact with their surroundings. And, oh, we finally got one that's working for us. So he's climbing on his climbing structures and jumping around, playing around. So much fun to watch these guys. I probably spent about an hour and a half today after I built this. Or when I recorded this, just watching them run around. You can see there's quite a few. I think there's 10 chimpanzees in here, and they just love to interact with these surroundings. Let's go ahead and get out of this guy, and I'll kind of show you an overview of the exhibit itself. So let's go to guest view here. So this is where just on the other side of the guest. So they have like a place that they could come in here and rest and get some food. This is where their water is. And then out here is like their indoor part of their exhibit. Ton of climbing structures. You can see all of these like vines. They will come and run on. They have like a big foraging plot right here that they can come and run into. But they also have an outside view that I really wanted to include. So this is the outside structure. So they can walk out here and interact with all the climbing structures out here too. And these trees are also climbable. The part of the realism of this building is they have like a garage door that they could get like a little vehicle out here if they need to change any of this. But they also just have like a little staff gate that can walk out here, and they'll walk out here. But yeah, these guys are a ton of fun to just kind of watch, run around, play, jump. And it's amazing the game mechanics that go into recognizing that this piece by piece build that I built. So each one of these is an individual piece that I've put in here that goes into their entertainment, and they use all of it. There's not a piece that they don't use. You can see this guy's running across the vine. They'll come up here and sit. Just a ton of different things that they use, but a ton of fun. So this is the one half of the building. You can see that's just one half of it. So let's go check out the second half of it. Alright, so this is the Western Lowland gorilla. These are the gorillas that you mostly will see in the zoo. This is on the other side of this building. And you can see this, they're not as fast, not as agile as the chimpanzees, but kind of the same structure. They have a kind of a bigger climbing frame here in this one, and these guys are loud too. Oh, there's two people fighting over there. Let's actually go check that out here. Watch a gorilla fight. Oh, sorry for phasing through the building there. Oh, did he get scared away? So yeah, you're alpha. So this is the alpha male. So that was fighting. The gorilla's fighting for dominance within the exhibit. But yeah, they have kind of a pretty advanced climbing structure. They don't use it a whole lot as much as the chimpanzees, although they do use this kind of really big structure here. So they got like boxes, and they have a bed up here, and then they also have that section that goes outside, just like the chimpanzees. Basically copied over that same structure. Only thing I added is a foraging place out here too for the gorillas to kind of attract them to come outside. Let me go back inside here. So love watching the gorillas, love the gorillas. Very much a slower paced animal, but just the fact of the climbing mechanics in these guys, and being able to play around with them. So there's 6 of them in here. I think there's 2 or 3 males. No, there's... How many people are in this exhibit? I don't know. There is 6 of them. So that's the max number of them. So I think there's 3 males and 3 females in this exhibit, and they'll just hang around in here. Super fun building here for us. And then just want to show quickly the backstage. So this is kind of those 2 maybe additions to the building that they added to give a place for the animals to go to get away from the guest. And this, I believe, would be maybe an older building that's been modernized with these apes inside of them. So, but yeah, that's the Ape House in the zoo. Really love it. Love the build. So that's kind of where we're at. Let's go ahead and cut to the end of the video here, and we'll talk about some announcements that we got here. Alright. So, episode 8, episode 8, 9, and 10, basically are going to be, so episode 8, we're going to be working on this area and these 2 exhibits to kind of take them back. I talked about in another video, older video, that these buildings, I don't really like them. They look too expensive for what would have been able, the family that owned this animal park would have been able to afford when this animal park first opened. So I want to change these to more of a wooden, kind of beaten down structure. So that's one thing we're going to take care of, and then we're going to add this one exhibit. It's probably, I'm trying to decide between greater flamingos and the Indian peafowl. I'm trying to decide kind of a lower, just it's there on the side, but it's also something that will be a sign of what is happening in episode 10. So that's episode 8, just kind of fixing some things in the zoo, making them function, like taking them back a little bit, making them cheaper, I guess is one way to say it, and then just adding this one. Episode 9 is all going to be about the lore of this animal park. Talking about maybe the family that owned it, or something along those lines, or basically the lore of this animal park. And then episode 10 is going to be the transition. And I'll keep that until episode 10 of what that transition means. Basically, we'll be naming the zoo in that episode, and there will be major changes to some different aspects of the zoo or the animal park. So anyway, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you want to stay informed when I post a video. And also, I've started streaming on Twitch, and I'll put that description down below. It's usually typically Thursday or Tuesdays I've been streaming. But yeah, I played a couple different games over there on Twitch, so come and join me over there. Again, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, guys. See ya!